Hello friends, and in this video I will be explaining the third problem, simple operations. Okay, so first of all I will walk you through the problem statement, what the problem says, and actually I will make you understand what it says with an example, and after that we will move through to the approach and how to actually think for the problem, and after that I will show you the code. So let's get started. So actually, first of all, if we have the first case, then first of all we will have t, then we will have strings s and r. Actually, what these s and r is that, suppose the first string s is a, d, e, f, b, and the next string r is b, d, e, f, and a. So actually what we have to do is we have to swap a particular range of r to s so that s becomes equal to r. Understanding? So what I have to actually do is that, suppose r is this, b, d, e, f, and a. I have to opt for a range. Maybe it is this, maybe it is this, and I can opt for multiple ranges. Okay, so what I will do is that if I opt for a range this, then I will swap it with this range and I will do it for this, and after swapping I need to do so that the s becomes equal to r. But it is not enough. The another thing which we need to have is that, suppose if the elements which are being swapped, in total all the elements which are being swapped is L. So here it is 1, 2 and 3, and in one iteration, or you can say in one step, you can swap a range, a continuous range. Okay, so as you can see that if I do like this, a one swap and another swap, so in total I have to do two swaps, which indicates the value of k, which is another variable, and it is 2. Understanding? So actually what we need to do is that we need to minimize this k into L. Okay, so actually what the basic intuition for this problem is that, suppose we have an example. Suppose we have the example this. Okay, a, d, e, f, b, b, d, e, f, a. So what I will do is that I will see, okay, I have to make s equal to r. So it is different and it is also different. So how about I swap this to this, and how about I swap this to this? So what it actually becomes is that it will become b, d, e, f, and a, which is now equal to r. Okay, now you will say, Aryan, it is good, but like what is the value? So see, actually in total I swapped elements which are 2, a and b, so L equal to 2. And as I said that for one step we can choose one particular range. Okay, it may be like this, it may be like this. So we take here in this step we have two ranges, this and this. So k equal to 2. So multiplication is k into L, which is 4. Okay, now you will say, let's have another example basically. But yeah, one thing more which you can do is that you have this whole array and you swap this whole array. So what you will get actually is that, see, you are having only one swap because you are moving it for the whole range. Understanding? So, and the number of elements which are being swapped is 5 because all the elements are being swapped. So k into L is 5. So actually we can have many k into L values, but we need to actually minimize this k into L value. So let's have one example. and for that example I will explain you solution. Okay, so let's have this example: ABB, AB, ABB, A, B, B, A, B, B. Let's have this one: A, A, B, B. Okay, suppose it is string S and it is a string R, and the R string is A, 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 A. So if you can see is that the minimum thing which strikes our mind is that what if we only replace this and this, this and this, this and this, actually which are not same. Okay, so it is not same, I will replace this. It is not same, I will replace this. It is same, I will replace. It is not same, I will replace this. It is not same, I will replace this. But actually if these are not same, so we can have one swap for this, okay, one for this, okay, and one for this. So basically, as you can see here, the starting intuition is that the value we can have k for this is 3, and L is number of elements which are not same. Actually it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the basic intuition is that we will have this, which is k equal to 3 into 5, it is 15. But now you will think that, Aryan, what if I also include this whole range? Because Aryan, if I include this whole range, then what will happen is that the value of k actually reduce. But in the same condition, value of L which will actually increase. So now you will ask, Aryan, why not you included the range which is here? You can also include this range, or you can also have the whole range. Okay, so actually if we include a range, understanding, if we include a, actually I say it is as a gap. If I include a gap, so actually what will happen is that the value of k will reduce by 1. Okay, at every step when I include a gap, the value of k will reduce by 1. Okay, but the value of L will increase by a particular amount which is equal to the gap length. Understanding? The length of the gap, it will increase. So if it is reducing and if it is increasing, so actually I want to be minimum. So what I will do is that I will choose the minimum length of the gap which I can have, so that if I merge that, I will have very slight increase, because actually in last I need the minimum answer. So I will have the length of the gap which is only slightly increased, which means that first I will choose the length of the gap which is minimum. So here in this case, here the length of the gap is 1, here the length of the gap is 2. What is the length of the gap I am saying here? It is the distance between the two unequal ranges, the two ranges which are not having the equal elements. Okay, so now you will see, Aryan, what if I have this gap? So what will happen is that the value of k will become 2, and the value of L will be increased by the length of this gap which is 1. So it will become 6. So now k into L is 2 into 6, which is 12. So actually if you can see that 15 is much bigger than 12. So now you will say, like, so how about if we have this gap? Okay, if you are having a mind of having this gap, so I will actually say that, see, you need to have the minimum length increase. So actually if you will start to have a gap, so you will have to have the minimum gap first. So if I actually want to have the another gaps as well, so I have to include it in the above one. Understanding? So I have to include the whole, because actually I have to have the minimum gap first. Okay, so the value of k will now become, sorry, it will reduce, so it will now become 1, and the value of L will be increased by the length of the gap, which is 2. So now it is 8. Okay, so L, k into L is 1 into 8, which is 8. So yeah, it is actually reduced. So what our approach will be here is that the approach will be very quite simple, and the approach will be, suppose we have A, B, B, A, B, A, B, B. So first of all, I will, and I have A, and A. So first of all, what I will do is that I will have my value of K and L, and what will be L? Number of elements which are not same. It is basically L. Okay, and what is the K? It is the number of groups. Okay, which are here. So I will find out this, and by this, what I will do is that I will have my groups as 3. Okay, so it is basically these groups. So now you will say, like, Aryan, okay, but what about the thing which you have marked out here, the length of the gap? So yeah, actually I will have a vector in which I will push the length of these gaps. So in the vector 1 I will push the gap 1, in the next vector I will push the gap 2. So by this I will push the length of the gaps in the vector, and at every iteration of this vector I will decrease the value of my k by 1 and increase the value of L by this length of the gap, and I will find out my minimum answer. So now I will walk you through my code, and I will make you understand what actually it says. So first of all, as you can see, I will have T, number of cases, then I will have string S, then I will have string R. Then as you know that string S and R are both equal, so I have this length, which is S dot length. Then as I said that first of all I need to find the basic L and K. So I initially made L and K variables, and now I have a variable which will have the length of the gap. I marked initially as 0, and I have a vector which will have the length of the gaps. Now I have this, my I. See, as I spoke about, when we don't have to have the starting length of the gap, because until and unless one unequal element is found, we don't want the starting equal elements, because it will not affect our answer basically. So until and unless I am not found of the starting element, so I will not break actually, because see, actually I am breaking this whole thing because actually I don't want the starting element which is equal 1. So if S is not equal to R, so the ith element of S is not equal to ith element of R, then what I will do is that I will break, and as I have found one group, so I will increase my K. Actually the K was 0, but now actually I have found one group, so I will increase my K here. Now from the step which when I break to the remaining n length of the string, I will iterate, because from here actually the unequal string starts. Okay, so when the strings are equal, I will increase my length of the gap. If the length of the gap is bigger than 0, so it means that in the last step we must have a thing which is not having equal elements. So I increase my K here, because actually I found a new group earlier. Then as the length of the gap is not equal to, is bigger than 0, I will push it into my vector called gaps, and as now the elements have not been equal, so in the next step it might happen that elements again becomes equal. So for that I will reinitialize my length of the gap variable as 0, and at every step I will increase my L, because for every unequal element, see, it is in the else part, for every unequal element I actually need to find out what is the overall unequal elements. So up till here I have found my K and L. Okay, up till here I have found my K, L, N. Now what I will do is that I will sort my gaps vector, because actually, as I spoke about, I need to have the minimum length gap in the beginning, and from the minimum length gap I will start my iterations. Then first of all I will have my basic answer, which is the basic initial length L into K, because actually I want to minimize this answer, which is which is this, but initially it will be L into K. At every length gap I will iterate to the my vector gaps, and through every length of gap first I will reduce my value of K by 1, and I will increase my value of L by the length of the gap, as I showed you in the solution or in the explanation basically. And I will update my answer as the minimum of answer already, which is this, and the new answer, which is this. So from this I will get my minimum answer. So I hope that you guys understood the solution. It was basic, not basic, but it was a bit interesting problem. So it needs a bit thinking about the out of box. So actually it's basically sorting of the intervals. Okay, so I hope you guys understood it, and thank you very much for watching it, and see you in the next video. Bye.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's